Hi everyone. Today, we're tackling a big topic: uncertainty, economic instability, and how to build resilience in the face of rising prices, tariffs, and financial stress. Let's be real, things are getting expensive out there. We're seeing it everywhere. The tariffs on Canadian goods are now in effect. And whether you're feeling it at the grocery store, at the gas pump, or in your monthly budget, one thing is clear: this is going to impact all of us in some way. It's easy to feel anxious. Your dollar doesn't go as far. You might be worried about job security or your investments. Trust me, I get it. When the economy feels shaky, it's natural to feel stressed. But here's the good news. You can prepare. You can build resilience. And today we're going to talk about how to navigate this economic uncertainty while also taking care of your mental health. Let's dive in. First things first, let's break down what's happening. We're in a period of economic uncertainty, and a big part of that is due to these tariffs. Now, tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods. The goal is often to protect domestic industries, but they can have ripple effects throughout the entire economy. When you put tariffs on goods from a major trading partner like Canada, it increases costs for businesses. And you know what happens when businesses have to pay more? They pass those costs along to us, the consumers. We end up paying more for everything from groceries to cars to building materials. And it's not just about higher prices. Tariffs can lead to job losses in affected industries, create uncertainty in the stock market, and put a strain on household budgets. It's a chain reaction, and it can feel overwhelming. Now let's talk about the psychological impact of all this, because here's the thing: economic uncertainty doesn't just affect our wallets, it affects our minds. Our brains are hardwired to crave predictability. When we feel like things are out of control, it triggers our stress response. We start to worry, and that worry can manifest in a lot of different ways. Maybe you're constantly checking the news, feeling anxious about your job security, or losing sleep over your investments. This is completely normal. Financial stress is a real thing, and it can take a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. But here's the crucial part: worrying alone doesn't change the situation. In fact, it can often make things worse. What we need to do is shift our focus from worry to action, from anxiety to proactive adaptation. So, how do we move from a place of worry to a place of action? It starts with knowledge. By understanding the forces at play in the economy, we can make more informed decisions. Instead of getting caught up in fear-based headlines, focus on understanding the facts and how they might impact your personal finances. Look for credible sources of information and avoid doom scrolling. Once you have a clearer understanding of the situation, you can start to develop a plan. This might involve adjusting your budget, exploring new income streams, or reevaluating your investment strategy. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about the economic landscape, the better equipped you'll be to navigate it successfully and come out stronger on the other side. Alright, let's get practical. The first step to building financial resilience in uncertain times is to get crystal clear on where your money's going. That means taking a hard look at your budget. I know, budgeting isn't the most exciting topic, but it's crucial, especially right now. You need to know exactly how much is coming in and where every dollar is going out. Start by tracking your spending for a month. Use a budgeting app, a spreadsheet, or even just a notebook, whatever works best for you. Categorize your expenses: housing, transportation, food, entertainment, and so on. Once you have a clear picture of your spending habits, you can start to identify areas where you can cut back. And remember, even small changes can add up over time. Now, when I say reduce unnecessary expenses, I'm not saying you have to live like a minimalist and give up everything you enjoy. It's about being more intentional with your spending. Ask yourself, do you really need that daily latte? Or can you make coffee at home? Can you switch to a cheaper phone plan? Are you actually using that gym membership? Or could you work out at home for a while? Think about your spending in terms of needs versus wants. Prioritize your needs, and then see where you can cut back on the wants. This might mean cooking more meals at home instead of eating out, shopping around for better deals, or finding free or low-cost alternatives for entertainment. Remember, Every dollar you save is a dollar you can put towards building a more secure financial future. It's about making smart choices that align with your long-term goals. Here's a tip that can save you money in the long run. Stock up strategically. If you see prices rising on essential items that you use regularly, consider buying a bit extra when you can afford it. This is especially true for non-perishable items like canned goods, rice, beans, toiletries, and cleaning supplies. These items have a long shelf life, so you don't have to worry about them going bad. But a word of caution: don't go overboard and start hoarding. The goal here isn't to become a doomsday prepper. It's about being smart and taking advantage of sales and opportunities to save money on things you'll need anyway. By having a small stockpile of essentials, you can ride out price fluctuations and avoid paying inflated prices later on. So let's talk about something super important that often gets overlooked when we discuss finances, mental health. Look, economic uncertainty isn't just about numbers in a spreadsheet or the balance in your bank account. It's about the very real impact it can have on your well-being. Think about it. When you're constantly bombarded with news about inflation, layoffs, and market volatility, it's only natural to feel anxious, stressed, and even a little bit helpless. Our brains are hardwired to seek stability and predictability. So when those things feel threatened, it triggers our fight or flight response. And here's the thing: ignoring those feelings won't make them magically disappear. In fact, bottling up financial stress can actually make things worse in the long run, leading to burnout, insomnia, and strained relationships. It's like trying to drive a car with the emergency brake on. You might get somewhere eventually, but it's going to be a bumpy, exhausting ride. That's why it's crucial to acknowledge that your mental health and your financial health are deeply intertwined. Just like you wouldn't ignore a persistent cough or a sharp pain in your chest, you shouldn't brush off feelings of anxiety or overwhelm related to your finances. Taking care of your mental well-being is an investment in itself, and it's something you absolutely deserve to prioritize, especially during tough times. Now you might be wondering, okay, Graham, but how do I even know if I'm experiencing financial stress? Well, just like any other health concern, financial stress manifests itself in different ways for different people. But there are some common red flags to watch out for. First and foremost, pay attention to your sleep patterns. Are you tossing and turning at night? Your mind racing with worries about bills and expenses? Or maybe you're finding it hard to fall asleep in the first place, your mind stuck in a loop of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. Secondly, notice any changes in your appetite or eating habits. Are you stress eating your way through a bag of chips every night, or has your appetite vanished completely? Financial stress can mess with your hunger cues, leading to unhealthy eating patterns. Another telltale sign is increased irritability and difficulty concentrating. Do you find yourself snapping at loved ones over minor things, or struggling to focus on even simple tasks? Financial stress can hijack your brain power, leaving you feeling scattered and emotionally drained. And lastly, be mindful of any physical symptoms you might be experiencing, such as headaches, muscle tension, or digestive issues. Our bodies are incredibly interconnected, and often, emotional stress can manifest as physical discomfort. If you're noticing any of these signs, it's time to take a step back and prioritize your mental well-being. We've talked about the importance of mental health during economic uncertainty, and how to recognize the warning signs of financial stress. Now, let's dive into some practical strategies you can implement right now to protect your peace of mind, even when things feel chaotic. First things first, remember to breathe. I know it sounds incredibly simple, but taking a few deep, conscious breaths can work wonders in calming your nervous system and shifting you out of a state of panic. When you feel overwhelmed, pause, close your eyes, and inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Another powerful technique is journaling. Grab a notebook and simply start writing down your thoughts and feelings. Don't worry about grammar or punctuation, just let it all out on paper. This can help you process your emotions, identify triggers, and gain a fresh perspective on your situation. Exercise is also a game changer when it comes to managing stress and anxiety. Whether it's going for a run, hitting the gym, or simply taking a brisk walk in nature, physical activity releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain that act as natural stress relievers. And finally, don't underestimate the power of connection. Talk to someone you trust about what you're going through, whether it's a friend, family member, therapist, or financial advisor. Sharing your worries can lighten the load and help you feel less alone in your struggles. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Economic downturns are tough, no doubt about it. But you know what? They also present unique opportunities for growth. Think of it like this. When the economy takes a hit, it shakes things up. It forces businesses to adapt, innovate, and find new ways to do things. And guess what? The same goes for you. This isn't just about weathering the storm, it's about coming out stronger on the other side. So how do you do that? By embracing adaptability and focusing on long-term resilience. This means being proactive, not reactive. It means taking stock of your skills, your network, and your mindset. And it means being open to new possibilities, even if they weren't part of the original plan. Remember, some of the most successful businesses and individuals thrived because they were willing to adapt when times got tough. Think about Netflix. They started out mailing DVDs, remember? But when streaming came along, they didn't resist change. They embraced it. They adapted, pivoted their entire business model, and look at them now. That's the kind of forward-thinking approach we need to adopt. This isn't just about surviving a recession, it's about setting yourself up for long-term success, no matter what the economy throws your way. So let's dive into some practical steps you can take to build that unshakable resilience. One of the smartest investments you can make during uncertain times? Yourself. And I'm not just talking about throwing money into the stock market, although that's important too. I'm talking about investing in your skills and knowledge. Think about it. When the job market gets competitive, who has the edge? The people with in-demand skills. So if you're worried about job security, or you just want to make yourself more marketable, now's the time to level up. There are tons of online courses, certifications, and workshops available, many of them free or very affordable. Whether it's learning a new programming language, mastering digital marketing, or getting certified in product management, there's something out there for everyone. And hey, it doesn't have to be strictly career-related either. Maybe you've always wanted to learn photography, graphic design, or how to play a musical instrument. These skills might not seem directly related to your current job, but they can open up new possibilities, freelance opportunities, or even just become a source of stress relief and creative outlet. The point is, the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become, both in the job market and in your own life. So don't underestimate the power of continuous learning. It's one of the best ways to stay adaptable, relevant, and ahead of the curve. Now, let's talk about the power of your network. And no, I'm not just talking about having thousands of LinkedIn connections. I'm talking about building genuine relationships with people in your industry, mentors, and even friends and family who can offer support and guidance. You've heard it before, but it's true. Your network is your net worth. When times are tough, having a strong support system can make all the difference. These are the people who can offer advice, share job leads, or even just lend an ear when you need to vent. And remember, networking is a two-way street. Be there for others, offer your skills and support, and you'll be amazed at how those relationships can pay off in the long run. Don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire, even if you haven't spoken in a while. A simple message saying, "Hey, I was thinking about you, hope you're doing well," can go a long way. Attend industry events, join online communities, and make an effort to connect with people who inspire you. You never know where those connections might lead. Remember, building a strong network takes time and effort, but it's an investment that will continue to pay dividends throughout your career and beyond. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground, and I know it can feel overwhelming. But here's the good news. You don't have to tackle everything at once. The key is to start taking action today, even if it's just small steps. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. First things first, review your budget. I know, not the most exciting task, but trust me, it's crucial. Take a hard look at where your money is going and see where you can cut back. Do you really need that expensive gym membership, or can you find free workout routines online? Can you cook at home more often instead of ordering takeout? Small changes add up. Next, start building or boosting your emergency fund. Ideally, you want 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. But hey, even if you can only swing $50 or $100 a month right now, that's still a step in the right direction. Having that financial cushion will give you peace of mind and help you weather any unexpected storms. And finally, remember to prioritize your mental health. Economic uncertainty can take a toll, so make time for self-care. Exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, whatever helps you de-stress and recharge. Now, I know it's tempting to glue yourself to the news and constantly refresh your portfolio, but trust me, it's not healthy. Staying informed is important, but it's easy to get sucked into the fear-mongering and negativity that often dominates financial headlines. Instead of doom scrolling, focus on reputable sources of information. Look for balanced reporting that provides context and analysis, rather than just sensationalized headlines. And remember, the news cycle thrives on fear. Don't let it consume you. Limit your media intake, especially before bed. Give yourself breaks from the constant barrage of information. And when you do consume news, focus on actionable insights. What are the key takeaways? What steps can you take based on this information? Remember, knowledge is power, but only when it's used constructively. Don't let fear paralyze you. Stay informed, stay rational, and focus on what you can control. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Navigating economic uncertainty can be tough, but it's also an opportunity to build resilience, adaptability, and a mindset that will serve you well, no matter what life throws your way. Remember, challenges are inevitable. It's how we respond to them that defines us. So embrace the uncertainty, learn from the ups and downs, and never stop growing. Focus on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, your willingness to adapt. Build strong relationships, invest in yourself, and always be on the lookout for opportunities to learn and grow. And remember, you are not alone in this. Millions of people are facing similar challenges. Reach out to your network, connect with others, and support each other. We're all in this together. At the end of the day, resilience isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them head-on with a clear mind and a strong strategy. It's about knowing that you have the tools and the mindset to adapt, overcome, and come out stronger on the other side. So let's talk. How are you preparing for these economic shifts? What strategies have worked for you? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future updates. Stay strong, stay informed, stay resilient, and never lose hope. Take charge of your future. You've got this.